41%. It's the percentage of people that actually get into medical school of all those who apply. So why do the other 59% get rejected? Well, the first reason is they have too low of GPA. Second is their MCAT score is too low. But if I had to guess on the third reason that so many students get rejected, it's because they screw up the application process in a litany of ways. But if I had to identify the three biggest mistakes students make, they would be the following. The first is the students don't get organized early enough. So, you know you need to take the MCAT before you apply, you know you need to pick your school list, write your personal statement, all of that is fine and good. The problem is you don't make a plan for yourself. So if you don't make a plan, then inevitably something comes up and gets in the way and it causes your application to be delayed, which is bad. You want to apply as early as you can in the application process, typically the first week of June. Second reason that people screw up the application process is they don't really research their schools. They look at the 140 allopathic medical schools and say, well, which ones are going to take my GPA and MCAT? And then they miss blindingly obvious things that these medical schools are looking for that they don't possess. They miss the medical schools that only prefer their in-state students. They miss the medical schools that are in a rural area and looking for students who want to practice rural medicine. They miss the medical schools that are more research-oriented, where they may not have the research credentials to even have a shot at that school. So that's the second biggest mistake, is failing to research your schools well. And the third is that students fail to pre-write their secondary essays. Well, what are secondary essays? If you were to make a graph of all the essays in the application process, your personal statement would be 1 page long. 5,300 characters, why medicine? Goes to all med schools. The rest of the primary application might be 3 or 4 pages long, so a little bit bigger on our graph. So this is what we call the work and activity section and the most meaningful essays. But the largest part of that graph would be secondary essays. So if you apply to 25 medical schools, you're writing between 50 and 60 pages of essays. Good thing you like to write, right? I know it's your favorite activity. So, if you're going to manage to get through those 50 to 60 pages, you have no other option than to pre-write them before you receive them. How do you know what the prompts are going to be? Pretty simple. We've actually provided all of the essay prompts for you on our website. We'll show you, check out the link below. So those would be the three biggest mistakes students make in the application process, and maybe as a bonus, it would be that students get advice from too many people. They don't believe in themselves, they don't have the confidence to know what they need to do, and they might, heaven forbid, go looking for advice online about the application process. So those would be the biggest mistakes that students make. I hope that was valuable, and I hope that you avoid those mistakes in your own process.